Welcome to my channel Satyassparkles. In our life, it's not uncommon for all of us to meet a stranger or a group of strangers in a business meeting or any social occasion. Some of our undesirable approaches, though unknowingly, during such time may end up with one-time relationships with the strangers. We'll see in this video how to comfortably connect and sustain healthy relationships with others in such scenarios. Let's remember the proverb, well begun is half done. We'll explore some of the key insights that the behavioral scientist Lyle Lowndes offers on many tips or approaches for connecting with others instantly. Many a time in a meeting, we are conscious about the new dress, and this thought keeps crossing on and off in our mind. This may perhaps bring down our confidence as well. Here, Lowndes gives a tip. Wear the new dress a few days at home before the intended meeting. Sleep with that. Watch TV with that. Then wash, press, and wear later on the occasion. After they are clean, they will look just as good. You will now look even better because you won't have that conscious thought that I am wearing new clothes. Look. As a first step, anchor yourself to pleasure. In neuro-linguistic program, also called NLP, says if you tap your nose each time you feel happy. Just tapping your nose will recreate joyful feelings. On the contrary, if you give tiny pricks of pain thoughtlessly, though unintentionally as well, the other person may do a subconscious self-talk to keep us at a safe distance, quite silently. Let us try to understand emotional prediction. This is yet another layer of communicating. If you are able to predict the possible immediate emotions of others in advance, we can tailor our behavior accordingly. Our such structured behaviors will lead to reinforce the confidence and self-respect of others. Then the conversation will be meaningful, productive, and enjoyable for you and others, short and long term. Once you happen to see a stranger, quickly scan the person with a smile of acceptance. Don't feel compelled to jump into discussion immediately when you meet a stranger. First, be quiet, simply listen, and make good eye contact. When you decide to speak up, your awaited comments carry more weight. Your earlier calm, confident silence becomes retroactively impressive. Read their lips when they are not speaking. Like a pilot scanning the horizon for other planes, make it a habit to scan their faces of any group. Pay special attention to their corners of their lips. Your skill in communicating with others will almost double. When most people like to shake hands, some may not prefer hugging. In such a situation, what to do? Keep your elbows almost touching your waist as you open your arms. Let the other person decide whether to hug or to shake hands. Another tactic is press their pulse when shaking hands. How to save face when you have forgotten the other person's name, though you remember having met the person earlier. First, introduce yourself and ask the other person, can you introduce yourself again? Or ask, by the way, may I know your full name, please? Don't introduce, meet my wife Anupama, but say, meet Anupama, my wife. Then inform her role and contribution in your life or society. Many times, we may not know how to continue discussion after the initial greeting. Ask people about the last few hours, visualize as many details as possible, and ask about them. The formula is quite simple. The positive outcome is quite likely. Ask starter questions like, how did you two meet first? What's your typical day look like? How did you decide to become like that? Let us now see how to exchange business cards. Do not just glance at a new person's business card and quickly put it in your pocket or wallet. First, hold it with both hands and scan at it for a few seconds. Then you can switch to holding your card in both hands at waist level, hold in such a way that the other person can see it for a few moments and then hand it over. How to make your friends look good. When you're introducing friends, be sure to put them in a great light by giving more than just their name, but bring up some memorable experiences, his or her passion, and significant achievements. Don't speak of your haves. Never talk about a luxury that would not be affordable for others. It may be a vacation spot, second home, expensive restaurant, and many more. Many necessities of life to the middle class are unheard of luxuries to those less privileged circumstances. Why remain them? Keep your differences a secret and celebrate each other's similarities in hobbies, interests, or beliefs. Sadly, even the most truthful, trustworthy, decent, and law abiding people thoughtlessly use some fewer phrases like, to be very honest with you, or frankly speaking, or to tell you the truth, and many. These are called fibber phrases in English. When you use these fibbers, other people may subconsciously suspect you for the tendency to lie or might have lied at other times in the past. So, better avoid such phrases in any conversation. Write it down even if you don't have to. Even though you know you got it, let others know you have a pen and small notebook in your pocket. While writing some key points or messages, don't forget to look up at them occasionally with those insightful feel that it is very important for me. Let us see how to smoothly change the subject. If you want to discuss a specific subject, pick up on something. It may be a thought, a phrase, or even just a single word the last speaker said. Repeat or rephrase it and then relate it to what you want to say. Start by saying, by the way, this reminds me of something that I experienced recently. This connection will help others to make sense. Here is a game plan when you are guilty, dead wrong, caught red handed. What to do? Listen calmly until the accuser finishes and then say, I'm happy that you brought it up. Then proceed by saying, you're right. Then pass. Then and only then, with no defensiveness, tell your reasoning. If there is no rationalization for what you did, tell other person what you have learned from it. How to get rid of hardcore bores. Pretend someone is signaling you over their shoulder and say, excuse me, a friend of mine is saying he must tell me something urgently. I'll catch up with you later. A quick review on how to escape a bore in 5 easy steps. Wave enthusiastically when you first spot that person. Stop and chat, unrush for 45 seconds. Look at your watch and then act disappointed. Then walk slowly. After a few hours, break into a sprint and run like hell. Now he feels valued and you retain the other person's respect. When a not so liked person extends an invitation to a not so liked event, first accept it with enthusiasm. Only later you discover regretfully that you can't make it. Do you think it is manipulation? Yes, but for a good cause. Preserving someone's self esteem, a quality everyone needs and deserves. Don't join the victim group. Avoid joining a crowd where an authoritative person is already in command in a conversation or discussion. Make your bye as big as hi. A lively goodbye is like a warm kiss at the end of the evening. Say bye a bit louder with enthusiasm and broad smile. This way, you are prompting the other person to look forward to associate with you again. Okay, it's time for me to say goodbye as well. Hope the content of the video is informative and practical in your day-to-day life. And thanks for watching. We'll connect with you again soon. Until then, take care and bye.